Hello, friends. Today is a sad day for thousands of orphans in Russia. Earlier today, President Putin signed into law an act that says as of next Tuesday, January 1st, Russian orphans are banned from adoption into the United States. This is particularly upsetting to me and my family, as 4.5 years ago we adopted Sasha at the age of 15. We've seen the improvement in her life as she's grown medically and physically and socially and emotionally and spiritually, even to the point now where she says she's so excited and thrilled to have a family, mom and a dad and sisters, and a future. We pray that God will provide a solution to this political retaliation whose victims, true victims, are the fatherless. I come to you today offering a solution. And this is one that God has had in plans for quite some time already, and not just in Russia, but all around the world. The Lord calls for his people to care for the fatherless in their midst. The Apostle Paul states that true religion is to visit orphans and widows in their distress. In Isaiah, God commands Israel to defend the cause of the orphan. In Deuteronomy, he talks about leaving a portion of the fruits of your labor for the stranger, the widow, and the orphan. And Jesus reminds us that the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these. The solution that I'm speaking of involves inspiring Christians in every country to care for orphans in their country. Imagine indigenous churches waking up to the Lord's call, encouraging domestic adoptions, supporting foster families, welcoming orphans into their midst, and going out and mentoring and caring for those same orphans. I'm here to tell you this is happening now. I'm working with Christian leaders in about a dozen countries that are in the early stages of catalyzing Christian orphan care movements within each of their countries. There's a growing movement in Ukraine, led by Ukraine Without Orphans, that's bringing this message of adoption, fostering, family care, and orphan care to churches of all denominations across that country. In fact, last year, over 6,000 churches participated in Orphan Sunday in Ukraine. That same kind of movement is emerging in Russia as well. God has been preparing his church in Russia to respond to this law of today by inspiring Russian Christian families to adopt Russian children. I've been so blessed to be able to work with leaders of these movements on almost every continent, and I can truly see a future where Christians in every nation are known as people who care for orphans. I'm excited to be part of mobilizing the church. In 2013, I will be speaking to about 600 Eastern European pastors at a conference in Kiev, and supporting similar conferences in Kenya and Guatemala, and potentially the Philippines as well. Through a partnership with some key leadership development ministries, 75 to 100 international orphan care leaders will be equipped at CAFO's summit through a global leadership forum. And at that same forum, the Global Orphan Council will be launched with representatives from each of these national orphan care movements from around the world. As you can see, there's a lot happening in a very short period of time, and I could use your help to make it happen. Mother Teresa once said, "You can do what I cannot do. I can do what you cannot do. Together, we can do great things." I come to you today asking you to partner with me to do great things for the fatherless all around the world. Your help will enable me to catalyze, equip, and connect Christian orphan care leaders from around the world. Your partnership will help train dozens of leaders to take this cause to churches and believers in their country. It's time for Western Christians to enable their brethren around the world to care for orphans in their midst, bringing them into their homes and welcoming them into their churches. Will you partner with me in 2013? Please click that link below to learn a little bit more and partner with me in this coming year. Together, we can do great things. Thank you.